resistance and morale, and that of the other people around them will be disgusted as well. So I'm going to try to keep those guys off by themselves so they don't affect all my troops. I'm going to move Satura the Dark up. Her Spirit Razor going to do another shit ton of damage. Move the Civic Guard up and get a crossbow shot in. Aw. It had a chance to do 9 to 13. Anything above 9 would have killed this warg, but of course I rolled a 9. The lowest roll that I could have possibly gotten. Those wargs should have died. But we'll finish off with those guys. They just ranked up to, I think, Trooper? Oh no, Veteran. Ha, nice. It's even better. Now, with there being 3 units, I can't charge my hero up there unless I want to lose him. I could try to cast Berserk. It's very possible that I could probably get one of these monkeys to go Berserk and attack one of their own allies. So I'm going to try that. It actually indeed worked. Sick. Alright. And the other monkeys, I'm going to come from the side and just smash them with my cavalry. Oh, again, 10 to 14 damage. All I needed was 12 to kill these guys, and it didn't work. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'm not sure. I may lose a unit. But the Berserk monkeys killed their friends. They backstabbed them. The wargs got a flanking attack, did quite a big chunk of damage to my human Civic Guard because they cannot take a hit. Let's move these guys up. I'm gonna just keep poking these stupid monkeys. Now, who do I want? I think Percy should get the final kill for this. I really want my leader to have a lot of EXP, because when he dies, he'll actually resurrect in 3 turns, whereas any other hero, when they die, they're dead for a long time until I can research the Resurrect Hero spell. So, I don't know how long that's going to be, but it's definitely going to be more than about 30 to 50 turns, so it's best to level up my leader. Okay, I do not want Dread Monkeys, so I'm just going to sell them off for gold. I don't know who I sold them to, but good riddance. I'm glad somebody wanted them. They smell like shit. Okay, we're going to start moving over to that Necromancy camp. In fact, we can probably, yeah, we can attack it this turn. Let's go ahead and do that. All we have to worry about is that stupid Necromancer. The ghosts don't really pose a threat to us when we have Satura the Dark. We even have 10 casting points left, so she can cast another smite spell this turn. Or not. I guess. Oh, her casting points are separate. This shows my hero's casting points. Sadly, he can't lend her some aid on this, because with his and hers combined, they would be able to cast the smite spell. But indeed, they cannot. And these guys cannot be berserked. They're both all undead, and I don't think even the Frostling Reanimators could go berserk. So I'm going to just move up my units. I'm going to move Satura back. I want the Civic Guards to take the hit. Same thing. These guys are really low on HP, so I'm going to have these Civic Guards stand back. I'm going to move up the other ones with full HP. And they should take a hit from that, so that's good. Don't want my cavalry taking a hit because they are not at full health either. And these guys are going to be... These are honestly my strongest units that I have right now, and if I could get them to elite, they'll become even stronger. So these are my bread and butter right here. Let's move up 1 square. In fact, she can actually go over here and cast Iron Heart. They're only missing 8 HP, but it will also give them a buff. Maybe I could heal the Civic Guard, actually. They're losing a lot more HP. There we go. They're almost back up to full. That'll give her some experience points as well, so that's nice. Any action that here a unit does, anytime they even take damage, they'll also, at least in melee combat, will get EXP. I'm not really sure about ranged combat. Like if an archer were to shoot my guys, I don't think they get a EXP for that. Alright. Now, see, now this is why I gave the shock wand to Percy. Even though he is a warlord and he's melee focused, he can actually now like zap the enemies. Even though they're 60% resistant to physical damage, with this shock staff, he can actually do some work, and he can actually save these civic guards because the civic guards can't go head to head with the ghost. So we're gonna save them. Now what I need to do is assault these frostlings. I'm going to get these ghosts to turn around in this direction, so that way my cavalry can run straight up and get them, initiate them into combat. So now I'm going to use these guys to flip them around. And then now he can charge up straight up there and get a hit on him. Okay, so sadly they just did a counterattack and inflict despair and chilled to them, so that's pretty shit. Negative 200 morale and a 20% weakness to spirit damage. They also have a -1 defense and a 20% weakness to frost for 2 turns. That sucks, but let's try to end the battle before that even matters. So we're going to free these civic guards by killing that, move them up, shoot those guys. Those reanimators are practically dead. Shatura actually can finish him off, I think, or the knight. No, the knight's already went this turn, yeah, so she will have to come up there to save the day. And there we are. Our lands are purged of these undead, or these necromancers summoning undead. And we found an orb of eternal cold. It's a jewelry item. It gives the unit inflict chilling. Attacks from this unit have a chance to inflict chilling on their targets. Chilled units suffer a -1 defense and a 20% weakness to frost for 2 turns. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that effect can actually stack multiple times. So greatly weakening their defense and frost resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I like that. I'm actually thinking I want that on my hero. Next turn he'll get that, because he's going to be, well, actually, now that I think about it, maybe that was a bad choice. Giving Shatura the Dark the ability to cast Spirit Rays and also chill them from a distance would be really helpful. I mean, but if she dies, I could possibly lose that item, so I'm not gonna. Okay, so now my next goal is to come over here. Sadly, because of the mountain range, it's going to take 2 turns to get over here, but this will add a new building to my city. Alright, and we're about to finish our laboratory, so our research is going to take a... It's actually going to go up by 50%. Actually, more than 50%, because did our city just grow? We got a bonus somehow, because it went up by 12, not just 10. Oh, we got a happiness bonus from our citizens. That is great news. And a new hero has arrived. It's a druid. I'm kind of questionable on a druid. A druid would be awesome. I doubt I can get my Tigerian druid. She was awesome on my last game that I played, and she had like a horde of hellhounds with her. I can't be picky, because if I don't take him, I might not get a druid at all. I feel like a sorcerer would be a lot better, though. They have a lot of buff spells that will... You know what? I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm going for a sorcerer right now, because my first unit was a theocrat. I really want a sorcerer. Sorcerers go very well with warlords and their armies, so... Yeah, this is actually good that this thing is over here, because I need to head east right here to discover what's going on beside my city, because I'm pretty safe from all the other directions so far, except maybe further north. But this is really close to my territory, and I need to know what's going on there. So, okay, so the laboratory's finished. Our barracks is in the works. The item has arrived. I mean, I guess he could still do his shock bolts, and now his shock bolts are imbued with cold. So, that's awesome. Alright, so Cosmic Happenings, Shooting Stars. All units gain lucky, and all units that were already lucky gain very lucky. Well, thank God there is no halflings on this map, because we did well, I didn't have room to put them in, otherwise I would have, but they already start out with the lucky trait, so coupling that with that would make them extremely deadly. We're going to end the turn. Finished up all we got. Now, okay, so our human race governance has gone up. So now I get to choose whether or not I want my civic guards to get the throw net ability or my settlers to be produced cheaper. The throw net ability would be great right now since I do have 3 civic guards. However, looking at it at the long term, civic guards are going to be phased out as soon as possible. And settlers, well, we're always going to need settlers. So 25% cheaper, that means that not only does there... Oh, what is going on? There is something in our city area. We have to focus on this right now. We have invaders. Some Tigran scoundrels and goblin scoundrels. We need to take these out right now. So let's go ahead and do that with a mounted unit. That means that there is definitely a bandit camp somewhere nearby our city, and that cannot go unchecked. Ha! Lucky. Okay, so two out of the 3 attacks, so it's a very good time to initiate on these guys. We're just gonna move up and get Satura the Dark to cast some Spirit Rays. She got a rank up there. She just hit level 3. That's awesome. We're going to go all out on these guys. Get my cavalry. In fact, I can bring these guys, or Percy the Dark. He can cast his shock bolts with the chance of doing that frost thing that I was talking about, the chilled effect. Oh, got it off. So double chilled, and they're already at really low life, so I can actually just move in here with my cavalry, and sadly they got lucky, and they counterattacked, and not only did they do damage, but they caused bleeding on my cavalry. That is not nice of them. Whew. They got lucky again. Oh, they are going to take out a group of civic guards because of that. All because of that stupid cosmic happenings. I lost a unit. That is not good. I don't even have a full army anymore. But these knights need to get their experience. They need to keep working on it. They are 58 experience towards the out of 75. That's not too long before they become experts. Okay. Well, that's really blows. I'm gonna move Percy up to do some shock bolts. Luckily, it did not kill them because I didn't want them to die yet because I wanted to actually cast a heal spell with Satura, and maybe finish it off with just get rid of them. I don't want anything else going wrong. Now, where did that camp come from? Like, it definitely came from the east, so it had to be from the direction that I was coming, or headed. They, as far as I know, Bandit, well, unless he traversed the mountains, he could have, but that definitely means that they are coming from the east. I'm going to pick this up real quick. Have to get this. This is going to be a great boon to my city. Now, when I pick this up, it'll hopefully it doesn't offer me a barracks because the barracks has only 1 turn remaining. And I'm hoping it might offer me something like a siege workshop would be great. Any one of these buildings, the public baths, observatory, any of those would be great. I de-seed from stream. How did I de-seed from stream? Seed from stream. No, it's still going. At least from what I can tell, it's still going. Alright, so we got